Hello everyone, Cmeecraft here, and welcome back to Super Mario 64 on Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Last episode, we got the 100 coins in Bomb Battlefield, and this episode we're chasing down a Boo. Because why not? Boo-hoo if you don't like this, because that's what we're doing today. Alrighty. Oh, these guys have coins on them too. Which isn't surprising, most things do. I mean, technically speaking, most people do as well, don't they? Like, I mean, most people carry a wallet or something similar on them at all times, so, you know. Course 5, Big Boo's Haunts. We're going on a ghost hunt. Come on in here. Ooh, a shaking box. Okay, yikes, it's a jumping box. Fascinating. Alrighty, we should probably read that sign. Hello, sign. Climbing is not what I need to do, I need to read. Easier said than done. You don't stand a ghost of a chance in this house. If you walk out of here, you deserve a ghoul medal. That sounds awful. Why would I want a medal in the shape of a ghoul? In any case. What a place this is. You know, I will say, Super Mario Odyssey is a pretty good game, but I will say it is, quite frankly, inexcusable of them that they didn't have a true, like, Ghost House Boo level in it. Like, that is shameful. What am I even trying to do again? That's not it, that's for sure. Ooh, red coin. Yeah, well... See, this is why you don't succumb to greed whilst in a ghost house. Okay, where is the ghost house? I think it's over here. And I think the way the ghosts work in this game, if I recall, is when they're... Okay, we're just going on a ghost hunt, apparently. Maybe we need to kill the ghosts. That seems sensible, at least. And that's what hunting a ghost would be, yeah? I don't know. I'll have to phone up Luigi and ask, but we'll see. Seems like a promising way to go about things, though. Okay, we got some poltergeists. Noted. Alright, give me some real ghosts. There we go. Ghosts don't die! Can you get out of here alive? Probably not. But we can kill this, eye while we're here. I'm certainly happy to do that. Alrighty. And what do you know, we're already 10% of the way to the 100 coin star. Which we're not going for here, just for the record, but it's worth noting. For future reference, because eventually I suppose we likely will. Well then. This certainly, isn't the ideal place to be. Yeah, I don't think we need to be here right now. Or want to be here, or should be there, or even really can be there. To any, productive capacity, at least. This is a pretty, dull area of the ghost house, all things considered. How do we get out of here? Ah, that'll do. Yeah, one of the things that fascinates me is, granted, not fascinates enough to, like, actually develop a deep understanding of it or anything, but, like, music. In particular, like, things in, like, video games and movies and stuff. Because, like, certain music is very much associated with certain things. Like, I mean, this music here definitely sounds like a ghost house, but, like, why? Why does it sound like a ghost house, I wonder? Like, it's not as if you went to a real ghost house. Okay, I mean, ghost houses don't, at least as far as I'm aware, really exist, but... yeah, they don't die, I know. Anyways. Yeah. What the? But, like, a creepy mansion doesn't actually have a soundtrack that plays as you explore it. So, like, where do we get where do we get these, like, things that just, it sounds like it fits? And honestly, background music is kind of weird if you think about it like that, because, like, obviously, in real life, background music isn't a thing that, like, it is there in your real life in general, unless you're, like, deliberately making it with, like, a boombox or something. Or a iPod? Ooh, here comes the Master of Mischief, the Tower of Terror, the Big Boo, ka. But, like, where? Oh, hey. Well, hopefully he's down here. Anything? Nope. But like, yeah, I don't know. And as I said, I'm not an expert on the subject, so I'm not really here to give answers. I'm just here to ask. I'm just asking questions, man. Anyways, but it's interesting though, and I guess this sound kind of just sounds unnerving just from its composition. But like, I guess that delves into human psychology and stuff of like what even sounds innately unnerving. You know, heck, why does upbeat stuff sound upbeat? Why is, you know, is it the music? Is it us? Is it a combination? So, why does this boo sound like a thwomp? And that actually delves into a whole nother question of like, because obviously in humanity and society and stuff, you know, certain things are, you know, specific to like a certain culture or something, you know, or a certain country or what have you. But certain things are kind of like universal. Ride Big Boo's merry-go-round. I know exactly where that is. This will be easy. But I do wonder sometimes in things that we kind of think to be like universal things of like this is how society is. This is how we act and stuff. Like how much of it is an actual like absolutist sort of deal, and how much of it is like a human thing. So like, yeah, I guess just as an example, say, humans tend to have, you know, a tribalistic nature, tend to respond at least somewhat well to incentive structures. And, like, how much of that is that's how humanity is, and how much of that is, like, if we found a planet with, like, intelligent life, intelligent aliens on it. Like, how much of that would we expect them to have as well? Yeah, would we expect them to have, like, the same level of tribalism or personal ambition or whatever that exists in humans, or could those things vary wildly? I don't know. I know. To a certain extent, like, you ought to say, like, I mean, technically anything's possible, so there's no reason to assume they'd be just like us, but on the other hand, the reason we are how we are is because, pressures and stuff made our certain brand of existence particularly good and productive and efficient. So would those factors that similarly influence aliens to be quite similar to us psychologically? I don't know. Of course, they could be quite alien psychologically. And, there's this interesting question, though, of, like, how did we get to this conversation from just the prompting of, hey, we're playing a ghost level in Super Mario 64? See, that's a pretty decent question. And I will say, it's because it's all been leading to Mario getting hit with a book in the face, apparently. No, it's been leading to this question, which is, would aliens find this type of, like, music that we find in, like, haunted house levels and stuff, that we find creepy and unnerving and stuff, would aliens find it creepy and unnerving as well? Or is that human-specific? And if I had to guess, I'd say it's I'm not sure it's human-specific, but I'm not sure it's universal either. I think I guess it's like most things, where, like, there's, typical trends and stuff. Where, like, a person, like, there's a trend of, like, an average height or something, but people vary from that. So I'd imagine there's probably certain trend, starting, of course, from the presumption that there is alien life out there, at least kind of on par with human intelligence. If we start from that premise, I would imagine that it might be like a bell curve situation. Where, like, I'd imagine you'd probably find patterns of, like, certain types of psychology tend to create those sorts of species. Those sorts of aliens that are capable of becoming the human equivalent on their planets. But that, just like with most things, it's trends, but not, like, absolute. And we don't necessarily know that, of course, if we are going to be... if we're, like, average on those trends, or if we are an anomaly of some type. I will say, for such a social species that prides itself on being able to achieve great things with cooperation, we do seem to be quite betrayal happy as humans, quite often. It can have a great tendency towards being focused solely on self-interest. Oh, there's a red coin there. Of course, I guess a certain amount of self-interested, selfishness, I suppose, if you want to use that terminology, would be expected in any sort of dominance, sort of trait or gene or species or what have you, because, well, if you aren't at least somewhat selfish, then you're probably not the one passing your genetics on to the next generation. If you're only ever interested in helping other people. That's not to say it's bad to be, what's the term? Not magnanimous, that's completely different. Kind, selfless. Obviously that's quite good. I try to be quite kind and helpful and selfless to an extent in my life. But obviously, you know, it's the old thing with, like, drowning. It doesn't matter necessarily how much you want to help a drowned person, or a drowning person. If you aren't capable enough, and it would cause you to drown yourself, then you aren't really doing any good. But anyways, guys, that's been enough Super Mario 64. It flew right by. Until next time, I've been Cmeecraft, and I'll catch you in the next episode of Super Mario 64. Goodbye.